Again, good morning, everyone. Ms. Matias, we are live, we are recording, we are streaming. You may proceed with this morning's executive review session.
Good morning. This is the New York City Board of Standards and Appeals review session for November 17th, 2025. We'll begin with the postponements. Item number 1, 2025, 22BZ, 51 Little West 12th Street, Manhattan. Decision items. Item number 2, 33902BZ, Volume 3, 14565 Springfield Boulevard, Queens. Oh, sorry. What happened? Yeah, postponement.
Yeah.
Also, one second,
Who's here and who's not? Chris
yeah.
here.
yeah, just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, Commissioner Yoon is absent. Yes? Okay. Decision item 33902BZ, Volume 3, 14565 Springfield Boulevard, Queens.
So we received a community board, report.
Chair, we can't hear you on the recording.
Oh,
Microphone,
my
sir.
apologies. Okay. We received a community board, report, to approve, this, project, with conditions. And the condition states, and I quote, "Any new fence constructed shall be painted, with an earth tone color, in bracket green or brown, that would blend in with the, promised planting of trees that are expected to grow 10 foot in height, that will be in front of this new fence." As we know, the applicant is proposing a green color for the proposed fence. Applicant has also provided clarification regarding the choice of the crash gate and the operational plan for the proposed crash gate. I found it quite detailed and well explained, so I was satisfied with that. In addition, applicant also commits to 2 site inspection per year. Any landscaping needing to be replaced will be completed within 4 weeks following an inspection. Any graffiti needing to be removed will be completed within 2 years following an inspection or within 2 weeks of being observed. So all I would say, while I appreciate 2 times a year site inspection, I do believe removing graffiti or replacing dead trees should not wait for inspection for replacement. So they should happen within, especially graffiti immediately, and plants, I can understand it'll take some time to order, replace, so within 2 weeks of that.
If it's appropriate planting season.
Appropriate planting season, of course, yes. So did anybody have any additional comments? You're satisfied with the application?
I'm satisfied with the application.
Okay. Then I want to make a motion to approve the amendment and a 4-year extension of time to complete construction and obtain a certificate of occupancy with the following conditions: that any graffiti located on the site shall be removed within 48 hours. Landscaping shall be requested frequently pursuant to BSA approved plan. In addition, 2 site inspections per year shall be conducted. Lumen level along the residential property line shall not exceed 2-foot candle, and all exterior lights shall be directed away from residences. The proposed fence shall be of earth-toned color, green or brown, that would blend in with the proposed landscaping. Lighting, acoustical treatment, and landscaping shall be installed and maintained as per BSA approved plan. There shall be no parking of vehicles or storage of material on the sidewalk at any time. All loading and unloading shall occur within the building at the site. Tractor trailers accessing the site shall observe the stated operational plan that was submitted by Daniel McGowan on October 31st, 2025. And this operational plan should also be included in the resolution.
Motion to approve, Chair Shonda,
Aye.
Vice Chair Shabeta,
Aye.
Commissioner Otley Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Sheta.
Aye.
Application has been granted. Item number 3, 2024-14A, 23 Zarelli Court, Staten Island.
Okay. We have the final EAS. Ms. Benke, we are fine with all the submission?
Yes, for the seeker, yes.
Okay, wonderful, great. We also received a letter of no objection from fire department, subject to following conditions: that prior to issuance of construction permits, design installation documents shall be submitted electronically through FDNY Business, accompanied by a duly completed TM1 form and approved by fire department in accordance with FC 105.4 and 503.2.9. Fire department has determined that the proposed plan is not complying with the fire apparatus access requirements of Fire Code F 503.2.9. However, the fire department does not object, provided these conditions are identified in the drawings and in the resolution, and the applicant has revised the plans to add these conditions into the drawings. In addition, per SECRA review, the proposed building height, including the parapet, must be less than 50 feet in height. Should a parapet or a bulkhead be provided, it shall be designed so that it does not create a shadow to impact any sensitive receptors. As you know, there's a DEC wetland abutting the site. And as part of the SECRA review, this became this triggered. So that is why the building height is less than 50 feet. So that's why this condition is stated. Is everybody okay with? All right. And this note also has been added into the plan,
Yes.
the
Flood-
50-foot.
The flood note, right?
The flood note is in the plan, and so is that the building height shall be less than 50 feet
yeah.
with the bulkhead.
I'm just gonna attach the final plan with that note to the EAS. I could do that on our end. So,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think the revised plan was submitted, or
I believe.
I did see the a plan,
Yes,
right?
there was a plan submitted on Thursday.
Yeah.
With the seeker note.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Friday, actually.
Friday,
Yes,
Friday.
Oh,
Could be a
okay.
Friday.
Was it not sent to submit?
Oh, it was not sent to submit then?
No, it went to submit.
Yes, yes.
Can you just zoom in on those BSA notes right at the bottom?
It's on top. Oh,
Yeah. Can you zoom in a little bit more? Is it possible? I just can.
This is our
It's not in-
standard note, sorry. This is our standard flood zone note right here, the second note. If you
Right,
can-
I'm more concerned about the 50-foot limit and the fire department.
it
So-
says fire department approval, private road pursuant to applicable fire code regulations. Oh,
No, this is the old one.
shall be less than 50 feet in height, that shall be parapet.
Yeah,
bulkhead
so there were
before-
modifications that was made to that second to last footnote. So I'm going to do a
Um,
second call. I'm going to do a second call on this
Hold on,
because
I have the plan from Friday.
This was received on the 14th, which is Friday. It's stamped received.
Oh.
BSA received it on the 14th because you can see up here, the stamp date is the 14th.
Yeah, but note specifically had to be revised and I don't see that. That's my comment.
Okay,
Yeah, that note has
Yeah.
not been revised. A specific language was sent to the applicant, so it has not been sent to submit. So I'm going to do a second call on this until the applicant makes the submission.
Did he make the submission at all? All
Okay?
okay. Thank you.
right, so we're gonna second call this.
Yeah, we are going to
I
second
thought
call.
they said in the cover that they revised this is specifically. They said that in the.
There was a very specific note, which was exactly the
building height.
language that fire department has stated as to the fire code, specific fire codes were also mentioned in there. So that the applicant and anybody at DOB would know the deficiencies of the review that needed to be completed by fire department.
Yeah, enclosed, please find the revised site plan with an updated note regarding building height.
Right, the building height has been incorporated, but subsequently the fire code note
Okay.
was modified. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's do a second call on this.
Okay. Continued hearing items. Item number 4, 53232BZ 3102 Astoria Boulevard, Queens.
Right. So just a little correction on the lineup. There, 7/14/2025 was, it was adjourned. So the lineup,
I did fix it.
oh, is it?
Yeah, it says it.
It
Oh,
says,
it says it? Okay,
Yeah,
so
we
my
can-
note probably didn't, so that's why.
Yeah.
My apologies then. Okay, so applicant has provided its response to the comments regarding the fuel delivery operation. Applicant states a dedicated site safety manager will be present to monitor the area and prevent pedestrian encroachment on the sidewalk and any public right of way. Regarding the bollards, the applicant states that because it does not have, the building does not have a public facing activity, installation of bollard is not proposed for this property and also because of the limited space.
Sorry, I thought you meant site, limited site. No worries.
Oh, okay, all right, I'm sorry. And with regards to the curb cuts, all the curb cuts will be constructed in accordance with DOT standards. Furthermore, the existing 10-foot
the
drop
attachment.
curb cut is designated for pedestrian use, and this has been clearly reflected in the updated site plan. That's what the applicant states. However, I would say when I looked at the plan, it's not clear that that is only to be used for pedestrian. It is an existing curb cut though, so.
there was a note that said pedestrian walkway, 10 feet one.
Hmm.
You see, we're in between the two curb cuts. It's like a little note that says
Oh, is
pedestrian
it?
only.
I
something.
was looking for it. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. Let me just check. Come on.
I know, everything's slow today.
I'm sorry, it's taking,
Yeah.
existing drop curb cut. Oh, okay, I do see it now. Okay, yes, it is in very fine print. Okay. Okay, all right. I'm good with that then. The note and also the note on the plan should state and it will also be part of board's condition that all curb cuts, including the location and length and construction, shall be contingent upon DOT review and approval, and all curb cuts shall be built and the sidewalks restored to DOT approved builder's pavement plan and standards. Regarding the modification of the canopy size, add a note to the plan, the proposed dimension of the canopy being 18 foot by 32.5. So the applicant also states that signs will be posted to prohibit parking on the sidewalk. And also employee will be trained. I would like the applicant to indicate on the plan where these signs will be posted and how that would make the customers aware of it. Trash enclosure, though the operational plan mentions that the proposed indoor trash room, that there is a proposed indoor trash room, it is not shown on the plan.
Right.
There is a 6 foot by 7 foot trash bin area shown on the proposed plan, which is located outside the building. So please clarify the proposed location and if the proposed outdoor area is going to be used, indicated on the plan, and indicate the material, the height, and of this enclosure. We also received a community board letter where it reviewed the latest plan and reiterated the need to monitor traffic and pedestrian safety as at this intersection. And for that, it requested a term limit. I have no additional comments. I think by and large, I'm okay with this, except for those couple of clarification that I raised. Vice Chair Shibata.
Thank you, Chair. Just a few things to add. They did state that they were going to revise the Timex signage to reflect the existing conditions, and the owner of the food mart will remove the signage from the property and provided evidence of such. I'm only expanding a bit on the fuel delivery. They did schedule from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. and state that it'll be closed during the periods of fuel delivery. I have nothing further to add.
Okay, they did change that note and then they revised it's in the statement of facts that they'll have a person there on.
So yeah, they do have a monitor on site as well.
Yeah,
But they did keep the hours between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there should be a sign, there should be a photo showing the
That
food
the
mart
food
sign
mart
is
sign
ready.
had
There
been-
is.
Okay,
Okay. Okay, so you're basically saying.
I'm
this had
satisfied. I
been-
just
you're
to add-
satisfied. Okay,
Well, some of the other work that they did, because I
Got
feel like that they
oh, I'm sorry.
responded to our request at the last hearing.
okay, got it. Thank you. Commissioner Otley Brown.
Yes, my comment last hearing regarded taking the signage off of the building that was related to the convenience store that's no longer going to be included in the project. So they said that that has been removed and I'm
He
happy
sent it.
about that. But I just want to say about this particular applicant, in this case and many other cases come before us, there seems to be a misunderstanding related to the trash room and the trash enclosure construction, in that I think that the board has been pretty clear and transparent in the way in which we want these trash enclosures to be constructed. And I would say that most applicants actually comply with our requirements, but I've noticed several times with this particular applicant that there's some difficulty in complying with our requirements, and we're constantly prodding them and reminding them of what we want. And so I'm saying this to alert the applicant as well as to alert our project managers to really stay on them about this, issue the instructions to them personally, and follow through on all of the cases until they begin to follow through on their own, of their own initiative.
Good point. Okay, thank you.
Hmm?
Commissioner Shetta.
Thank you, Chair. I'm satisfied with the application.
We did.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I can't forward it.
Okay. Next case.
Forward it to Shimpa. More from Todd.
Next, please.
Item number 5, 43764 BZ, 13702 Farmers Boulevard, Queens.
Okay. We still have not received a community board vote on this application. Applicant must provide an update, and the project and I'll also ask that our project manager reach out to the community board office. Applicant has revised the site plan as directed, and in-ground planting is proposed. However, it wasn't quite clear. Some places, and I just wanted to, I think some places it look like in-ground, some places it look like above ground. So I would like the applicant to clarify. So indicate on the plan, the proposed height of the fence along the lot line and the material of the fence, and the fence must be opaque. Material should be compatible with residential use. The existing curb cut widths have not been provided. What would be the proposed distance between the two curb cuts on 137th Avenue? Proposed 4-foot wide walkway from the parking area to the store has been provided. However, the location of the bollard seems to be misplaced and not serving the purpose of providing a safety barrier between the walkway and vehicular circulation. The proposed walkway, which is meant for both ADA accessible, meant for ADA accessibility and for any other pedestrian usage, would be in the way of way it's designed right now, would be in the way of vehicles entering and exiting, especially parking space number 4. So applicant, please revise the proposed walkway location. It should be along the building western frontage for its entire length, providing access from not only those vehicles that are parked by the church, but also providing access from vehicles that are parked on parking spaces number 5, 6, and 7. And a clearance of 4 foot shall be maintained without any display item to the bollard interfacing. If your client will be using part of the frontage for display items, then a 4 foot clearance must be provided from the area where the display material will be. And so do not take part of the 4 foot for the display. The display area should be separate from the 4 foot walkway. Bollard should be on the bollard shown on the southeast side of the parking space number 1 is located outside the lot line. It needs to be within the lot line, so revise the plan. Photos submitted show that some effort has been made to clean up the site. However, there is a lot of debris on the around this site. So this site requires a very thorough sprucing. And the fence is in very poor shape. It is kind of falling apart and structurally may not be sound. Also, there was barbed wire on this. So you need to replace the fence and come up with a better fence material, which is, again, as I said, should be respective of the residential quality context, and the proposed height of the fence, at least what I see on the drawing seems to be low. What I see on the photos, it's low, so it needs to be minimum 6 feet. And from what I'm seeing, it seems to be less than that. So it has to be minimum 6 feet and more. Also, I think there is room for 2 street trees that can be planted along Farmers Boulevard between the revised proposed curb cuts and one along the interior, abutting the interior lot line facing the church. Statement regarding the location of AirVac is not corresponding with the revised plan. It is still stating that the AirVac would be located on 137th Street when the plan shows it would be located along Farmers Boulevard. So please revise the statement of facts accordingly. I have no additional comments. Vice Chair Shibata.
I have no additional comments either. I just do want to know that they do show a photograph of the fence, claiming that it's in good condition, but the fence is clearly not in good condition.
Yeah.
So I have nothing further to add than but that.
Yeah. Thanks. Commissioner Otley Brown.
I agree with you that I'm not quite sure what the purpose of the photos submitted were. I thought it was to show the improvement on the site, and yet it doesn't seem as if there's been any improvement whatsoever. I had asked that they reconcile the convenience store selling area with the statement versus the plans, and that still hasn't been corrected. So it's statement pages 4 and 5 and plan page 8 of 17. Those are showing 2 different numbers at this moment in time still. The corner landscaping that's actually detailed in the plan, as well as I believe the landscaping in the rear, nothing has been done yet. And I think we should get photos showing that there's been some improvement of those areas.
The problem is we are at a season
Right,
where
and
there's
that's
no
where-
planting.
It's unfortunate because
Right.
this has been around since March of this year.
Yeah.
And there should have been some positive
Yeah.
movement.
I think from the plan, it wasn't quite clear the extent of the in-ground planting versus, because there is an area that is by the parking spaces next to the church, which seems to be above ground because there is a brick kind of a wall and the planting is above that. So if I understand it, that is being proposed to be extended little further along that frontage. And the rest of the planting and in the rear portion will be in ground. And that to me was not clear from the graphics, so the applicant needs to clarify that. Because it seems there is earth there, so it should be easy to do in-ground planting rather than at grade. So they did not reconcile the sale area information.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Sheta.
Thank you, Chair. My only comment from the last hearing was about the luminous spirit diagram and adding the locations for
I want
the
to speak a
lighting
little bit
units.
closer to the microphone.
And I didn't see the look.
Just try to talk closer.
Okay. I didn't see the location shown. Again, my comments from the last hearing was one comment regarding the luminous spirit diagram. And I asked them to put the locations and the specifications for the lighting units. I don't see that shown on the luminous spirit diagram. So please look at it one more time and revise it. Thank you.
So location of the lighting.
They put in the legend, a symbol for the light pole.
Yeah,
However, I would like recommend that our project manager forward them a sample, because that when you make a legend, that symbol for the element should be bold, should be clear. I shouldn't be digging the entire drawing to find the location and at the end fail. And in addition to that, like I said, the specifications are not there. So it sounds like they just put the symbol and they didn't show the locations even.
yeah. Okay. Move on. Thank you. Right?
Item number 6, 6891BZ, Volume 4, 223-15 Union Turnpike, Queens.
Okay. Just give me a second. I want to look at the plan. Just give me a second. I do look at the plan. Okay, all right. So applicant has made its submission. I just want to kind of second what Commissioner Otley Brown has said, but in this particular one, I'm finding it frustrating to review plans that are still inconsistent and have incorrect information, incomplete information also. So let's start with landscaping. The cover letter states that the above ground planting is proposed. While I understand there is existing above ground planting bed, which will be extended along the side lot line of lot 6, it is not clear why above ground planting is proposed for the remainder of the portion of the lot lines where there is soil. This is again the same thing that I mentioned on the previous one. Revise the plan sets to show the areas for above ground planting and areas for in-ground planting, and show the details for each of the planting bed types with dimension. Landscaping schedule is incomplete, as it does not, I don't think it shows the height of the tree, or maybe it does. It wasn't clear to me. Landscaping plan is also not legible, as one can't distinguish the type of plants that is being proposed along the lot lines of 15 and 61. Also, details regarding the fence type and the height is confusing based on the plan. Is it a 5-foot high fence, or is it a 6-foot high fence from the grade, or a 5 to 6 foot high fence above a brick wall? The details on the plan sheet 16 is not matching the information on landscaping plan. So please make it consistent. Also, the planting along lots 15 and 61 is not dense enough. There is quite a bit of gap between these plants, ranging from 6 to 10 feet. So this needs to be much less. Again, regarding the trash enclosure, a detail on the drawing sheet 16 does not provide any detail regarding the material or height, nor does the plan sheet 4 or plan sheets 4 or 16. Also, the statement of fact on page 7, third para, still states that the trash enclosure will have access door facing Union Turnpike, which is contrary to what the board had directed and what is also shown on the revised plan. Lighting notes number 1 and 2 are not consistent with the BSA recommended notes. Project manager, please provide the language to the applicant. On statement of fact, page 7, para 5, landscaping along the residential lot lines are oriented north and northwest, not northeast. So please revise the directional statements. Those are my comments. I think the action before us, we're okay with it. We're just kind of, we shouldn't be going over this kind of detail for these kind of errors, which should have been looked into by the applicant before submitting it. So I hope we do not have to see this and have to spend our time in discussion and the review session for these minor things. Vice Chair Shibata.
Thank you, Chair. I second your comments. I have nothing further to add.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Otley Brown?
I agree with you 100%. Nothing else to add.
Okay. Commissioner Sheta.
Thank you, Chair. I agree with your comments. It's kind of like frustrating to see the same applicant, 2 projects back to back, and lighting notes are different. I don't know why. Just copy and paste from the other project. And again, same exact thing on this case. The locations and the specifications of the lighting units are not shown. Simple in the legend is kind of like dimmed. I don't know why. So, and I'm not sure why we're not getting 2 sets of drawings. One of them is clouded, like every other applicant. One of them is clouded and one of them is with clouds and one without clouds. And this applies also to the previous case.
I agree with you. I think I'm beginning to notice that the plans with clouds are kind of falling off. And project manager, please be very particular about asking the applicant to provide this. It just makes it easier for us to review these cases. Otherwise, we are almost re-reviewing every bit of the plan.
Like doing the case from
From scratch. So applicants, you're not helping yourself. Please do provide clouds, show the clouds where the changes have been made. Okay.
2 sets of drawings. One of them is clean.
Right. Yeah.
And one of them is clouded.
And it's there in our notes, BSA plan filing. It's very systematically stated as to the required set of information that needs to be provided. Please follow those instructions. There's a reason why those have been provided. Thank you. Let's go to the next case.
Item number 7, 8599BZ, Volume 4. This is a board compliance case. 1106 Metcalf Avenue, Bronx. Excuse me.
So this is a compliance case, and per board's direction, applicant retained a landscape architect and has completed the landscaping work in the rear corner portion of the site. And applicant has provided photos also. I also went by the site a couple of weeks back, and while I did notice the flat tire operating, but it was operating from the western curb side of Metcalf Avenue. I did not see any other businesses, trucks related to other businesses parked on the subject site or operating from the subject site. So I'm satisfied that the applicant, the property owner, has taken has listened to our comments and has been vigilant and is ensuring that the site is operating as the board had directed and had approved. Applicant also provided a detailed operational plan to address the illegal parking of vehicles, including towing of vehicles. So I've reached a point where I can say I'm satisfied with the information that I have received so far. Vice Chair Shibeta.
Thank you, Chair. I know we spoke about this earlier last week, with regard to the photographs. I did not find them, the actual finished photographs of the landscaping.
So there was a set of plan that was submitted on Friday, which has the landscaping plan, and it had the key photo listed, and
Like
if
the
you
side
scroll,
key.
yeah,
I see.
and if you scroll down, you will see 3 sets of photos
Okay.
that's been submitted.
We'll review that.
Yeah,
for
reviewed
hearing.
during, yeah.
I did review the contract for the towing services. I find that to be sufficient, and I have no further questions.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Commissioner, Otley Brown.
Yeah, I did see the landscaping plan and also the accompanying photos. And the plants that have been put in are very low plants, so I only can hope, and as I say, hope, I'm giving advice that they take the time to cultivate these very small plants so that they grow healthy and large enough to cover the most of the dirt area that is still without planting. That's my only comment. I had passed by probably 4 weeks ago to today, and I noticed that there was no retail activity on the site other than the convenience store, and I was pleased to see that they took us seriously.
Yeah, I think I was doing a little bit of reading about that plant time. It seems to kind of grow at ground level, and if it covers the ground, then hopefully that would prevent
Yeah.
the area being misused. So that's the hope. And as you said, a lot depends on how much of a care is being given to the landscaping. Thank you. Commissioner Sheta.
Thank you, Chair. I'm not an architect nor a landscape architect, but I feel like the plants that they put in, if they put them in, I'm not sure if even if they put them in or they were like there, but I don't like them. I feel like they are very weak, short. I'm not sure to what height they will grow, but they are better than previous, of course. So I leave it there. I don't know, finding something that's not my area of expertise. So
Yeah, they tend to be more like shrubs. Shrubs and kind of spread out on the ground. So they're really used as a ground cover, and sometimes they grow into shrubs.
but they don't grow that tall, right? Yeah, that's what I
But
felt.
there is a fence all around it, and
Yes, there is, yes.
So
And the fence has really planting, like overtopping the.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Yes, they would still need to get, yeah, right. They would need to get this year. That is. Yes, yes. Our council just reminded me that they still need to get a CO. And we did give an extension of time, I would say a month ago, to allow for obtaining the CO, and that
Yes.
also has to be done. And I know these are 2 separate matters, but it would be great if we can get an update as to the status. Okay, yes.
New cases on the special order calendar. Item number 80361BZ, Volume 5. 1416 Highland Boulevard, Staten Island.
Okay. We received proof of, actually, this is an extension of
Of
time,
time.
I'm sorry. So we don't need a proof of initial filing or hearing notices. And this is an application for a 2-year extension of time to obtain a certificate of occupancy for a previously approved use variance to operate an automotive service station, which expired in April of 2024. I think the last time the board had granted an extension was in 2022, with the condition that a CO be obtained by 2024. So I just noticed something on the plans and the photos that's been submitted. There are sales item on display outside the store. And according to the previously approved plan, the width of the sidewalk is 5 foot 7 inches, including the bollards. So the applicant needs to confirm that at a minimum, the required ADA compliant clearance of 4 feet shall be maintained and is being maintained between the items on display and the interface of the bollards. So please do clarify that. With regards to the reason for the delay, the applicant has not provided any reason for not being able to file a certificate of occupancy. Though a spreadsheet of timeline has been provided, it is not clear if the work has commenced or proposed to be commenced. And also, some of the notes, some of the tasks that's been identified in the CO, I'm not an expert on obtaining COs, seemed like would be required if it was a new construction. For example, getting an approval of the plumbing, electrical, and such. This is an existing building, so I'm not sure to what extent all of these sign-offs are required for a continuing operation. And as I mentioned, this is a request for a 24-month period. There are no open violations. I have no additional questions on this. Vice Chair Shibata.
Thank you, Chair. So they, in my opinion, while they don't provide an exactly justifiable excuse for why they haven't received a CO, I think that BP's reorganization is something of note that has been noted through past hearings. And again, it's the first time they're on for a renewal. So while I don't find it justifiable, I certainly think it may be excusable.
Okay.
And I agree with your comments with regard to timeline. I'd like something a little bit more sturdy, so we have a better understanding of when things are actually planning to get done. Is there something going on in progress? Have people made filings, like something?
Okay.
So you want an updated timeline?
Please.
Okay.
Okay. Commissioner Otley Brown.
I actually was fine with their explanation as to the reason for their delay. We've seen this before where there's a parent company that owns hundreds of sites within New York City, and you don't know which ones are subject to special permit, which ones are as of right, which ones have a variance, and it's easy to get it overlooked in the shuffle. So I actually found that sufficient for me, and I have no additional questions.
Okay. Thank you. Commissioner Shetta.
Thank you, Chair. I'm okay with their explanation about the delay. This is first thing. The second, I did look at the drawings, the previously approved ones. These are the drawings that were submitted to us. And they are stamped, but I'm not sure if they included a lighting diagram because there is nothing in this set that's submitted. So I just wondering if
the original plan had a
if the original set had a plan, please include that.
Okay.
So the only thing I would say as part of this extension of time, we do not submit a plan to DOB. It is whatever is at DOB, but we should make sure that the lighting plan was there in the original approval.
I'll check that.
Please verify that.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just wondering because there
Sure.
are like a lot of residential around that
Yeah.
site. And I was like,
Mhm.
look at the luminous grid diagram, see what's going on, and I couldn't find one.
Yeah. Okay.
Move on.
Yes.
Item number 9, 89785BZ, Volume 2, 1440 Madison Avenue, Manhattan.
Okay, this is also an extension of time. It's an extension of time to complete construction and obtain CO for a previously approved variance and special permit for a hospital facility, which expired in September of 2025, very recently. Applicant states the reason for delay, and that is because there this being a hospital, there are requirements that the applicant needs to secure approvals, and those have caused delay. However, the second and third floor rehab areas have been vacated and the building is being cleared for construction of the project. Applicant did not state the required amount of time needed to complete the construction and obtain a CO. I don't think given,
That's for 2 years.
2 years.
oh, they did ask.
I asked her, I submitted on Friday. Did you see?
Oh, I didn't see it then.
They,
Okay.
they asked for 2, but I
2
think
years.
it's 4 year.
Yeah, I think of it, given the complexity in rebuilding, in a portion of
Thank you.
an active, fully operational, hospital. If the applicant needs 4 years, I would be fine with that, and I want to hear what the commissioners think. That would be my suggestion. There are open violations and the applicant should provide an update, and I'm assuming these violations would be corrected through these improvements that are going to be made, but the applicant can provide some clarification. I have no additional questions. Vice Chair Shibeta.
Thank you, Chair. I agree with you. I suggest the applicant move for a 4-year extension of term, is that's what we're permitted to give. And I think that because of the complications that come along with making us this type of public health facility, it would be incumbent on them to try to give themselves the amount of comfort they can to not have this unnecessary expense returning here if it can't be done on time. So I have no further questions and I support this application.
Thank you. Commissioner Otley Brown?
I agree with the two of you that 4 years is probably more appropriate here. Did they give us a timeline?
They did not.
They did
No,
not.
they just, I had asked them to resubmit and they just gave me 2 years.
Probably should have at least a general
Like a
timeline. I know
bullet?
it's a very extensive project, but it would be great to just have some target dates
Okay.
that they would like to achieve things by.
Okay.
And you want them to revise the statement of facts to say that they want 4 years then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just since they have to revise the statement of facts anyway.
Yeah. Commissioner Shetta?
Thank you, Chair. I have no further to add.
Okay.
Okay.
The applicant resubmitted on Zaretti?
Certainly.
Zarelli, sorry, thank you.
Zarelli.
Zarelli.
Chair.
Okay.
It complies with the-
It complies with the note?
Okay, so recall, should I recall, Madam
Yes,
Chair?
please.
Recalling decision item 2024-14A, 23 Zarelli Court, Staten Island?
Yes, please.
On the screen.
Was it sent to submit or?
No, no, no.
Yes,
Closed
yes.
Morning.
There was something sent to, this was sent to submit, yeah.
Yeah, I
It
just
just
saw.
came a little while ago, so.
Let me pull it up.
Now it's starting.
Oh.
Configuring your computer for information.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm sharing the plan that was just submitted by the applicant.
Okay,
Here's the FDNY note as
Okay.
requested.
right.
Mm,
Yes, yes. And in addition, it also says that the private roadway and turnaround shall be built to DOT construction standards. All
Okay.
right. Okay. I'm satisfied with
Great,
that.
okay.
Submission. Is
I think
everybody,
Yeah, I think we vote on it now.
did I
We-
read out,
Accepted?
no, we don't, no, we don't need.
No, okay,
No.
I just asking.
Zarelli Court's on for decision today.
Yes.
For decision,
Mhm.
So did I read out the conditions?
yes.
I did. The motion to approve GCL 35 with 36 with additional conditions? Did I read those out? If not, I'll read it out. So with that approved set of plan, I make
Yeah,
a
you-
motion to approve GCL 36 with the additional conditions that the proposed reinforced retaining wall within the subject property shall be constructed prior to obtaining a temporary TCO. The subject private street and turnaround shall be developed as per fire department approved site plan. And prior to obtaining construction permit, design installation documents shall be reviewed and approved by fire department, as stated earlier. And the turnaround and the private street shall be built pursuant to Fire Codes 105.4 and 503.29. The access roads and the proposed turnaround shall be built pursuant to DOT road construction standards and shall be maintained accordingly. And the subject private street access must remain unobstructed at all times to be compliant with applicable fire codes. Is everybody okay with that?
Okay, motion to approve?
Aye.
Chair Shanda, wait, I
Oh.
didn't call your name yet.
Oh, I'm
Chair Shanda,
aye.
Vice Chair Shabeta,
Aye.
Commissioner Otley Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Sheta.
Aye.
Thank you. This application has been approved.
Okay, so we are at 11 o'clock.
Yes.
Let's take a 10-minute break and we will resume our public hearing
Okay.
after that.
This concludes the public review session for November 17, 2025. And what time are we?
11:10.
11:10. We are
11:10.
resuming, ladies and gentlemen. Mike's off.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Again, commissioners, please ensure your microphones are on. Okay, Ms. Matias, we are live. We are streaming and recording. You may proceed with today's public hearing.
Good morning. This is the New York City Board of Standards and Appeals Public Hearing for November 17, 2025. Begin the special order calendar, continued hearing items. Item number 4, 53232 BZ, 3102 Astoria Boulevard, Queens.
I have let Nasir Zada in to
Oops, sorry.
join as a panelist. There, I see Mr. Kanzada.
And if, can you move the?
Kanzada,
camera?
Mr. Kanzada,
Can
can
you
you
move the
just
camera a little bit?
fix the camera? We can't fully see your face. And is there anybody else with you? Oh, is Shanto?
Yeah, good morning.
Okay,
Morning, everybody.
good morning. And please identify yourself.
Nasir Khanzada, I'm the applicant. Zaman Shah.
Name again?
The associate.
Spell it.
Associate.
Can't hear you, can't hear you.
I have to swear him in.
So we're going to need you to speak closer to the microphone and speak louder. So we cannot hear you. You're going to be sworn in by Ms. Matias.
Sure. My name is Zaman Shanto and I'm the associate.
Okay,
Aman.
I am
Zaman.
Nasir Khanzada.
Aman?
Man Shanto.
Okay,
I'm Nasir Khanzada. I'm the applicant.
okay.
Thank you.
Raise your right hands. Raise your right hands. Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in your testimony for this board and to respond honestly to board member questions?
Yes.
Okay, state your name for the record and proceed to respond to the board's comments at review session.
Nasir Khanzada, I'm the applicant. Zaman Shanto, I'm the associate. So,
Go ahead, Mr. Tanzada.
so we see 3102 Astoria Boulevard. We listen to the comments from the board and the few things only being discussed. One of them is that the garbage disposal. So they have it's a small site. They have only a container. They don't have a bin and everything. So they want to keep as it is unless board has a strict restriction.
Mr. Kanzada, you know this board is very particular that containers, if you have a
We
container,
can make an enclosure,
I think you're breaking up.
but right now they have.
Mr.
Oh,
Kanzada,
yeah.
Mr. Kanzada, you're breaking up and you're frozen. So can you please restate what you were
container.
saying?
Can you stop this video and restart it? There it is.
Can you restate because the network, wherever it's coming, your statement was coming out choppy, so we couldn't hear it completely.
I see. I do have a net problem here lately, so I do apologize for that part.
Okay.
So there were three questions came up from the board. One of them was the trash bin located on site. So they are having a trash bin container. They are not having a full enclosure because of the limited space on the site. So that we want to keep it as a container, not the whole space for their trash bin. So if board allows, we will accept that. Otherwise, we will tell the owner that board is asking for full enclosure, and we will do that. Second question was the parking sign.
One moment. We do have I believe the board would like to address that first point.
So, Mr. Kanzada, you have been with this board for a long time and you know what the board's requirement is. So at no point are we going to let the trash bin just be sitting out there. And given, as you mentioned, it's a very narrow and a small site. So every space is critical and safety is a critical factor. So if you don't have enough space outside to build a trash enclosure, then the trash bin needs to be stored inside the building, preferably in the auto bay area, wherever of your choice, of your client's choice, but it cannot be located outside. It will be brought out outside only during pickup. And then after that, that trash bin has to be stored inside the building.
And those are the only two options that you have, if you have both available.
So one is inside the building, the other is a full enclosure,
Yes,
correct?
a full enclosure that is outside the building. And we generally
So
require masonry enclosure, or it has to be enclosed inside the building. There isn't any other option that the board is willing to agree to. I hope you can make
we
that
will
clear
move
to
it
your client.
inside the building.
Sorry, Mr. Casada?
Yes, we will be prefer to moving inside the building because of limited space. We cannot do it. So we will tell the owner to move it inside forever and it will stay inside the building.
Perfect.
Okay,
And they should identify the space where it's going to be held inside the building
Yeah.
as well.
And that should be put on the plans.
I will do that. That's no problem. It will be far right corner. It will be there. We will put it on the drawing, that closure location, the container location on the drawing.
Okay.
Okay, so number 2 question was the parking sign will add near the dispenser, so there will be no parking on the right side. So because we have a limited space and there will be no parking on the right side of the dispensers.
So just
And
add
sign up.
those notes in the plan indicating the area where no parking on sidewalk sign will be added.
Correct. And we did forgot the canopy dimensions on the drawing, so we will put that in. It's already there, and we will mention the dimensions of the canopy.
The dimension of the canopy, yeah. Okay. Okay, any other questions or comments?
so we want one bubble plan
Right.
and one final plan.
Right, that's the other thing. We need
Yeah,
one set of
that was
bubble
my-
plan and one final plan. You know that. It makes it very easy for us to review the plans. And we can compare with the old and the new very quickly, knowing exactly where the corrections have been made.
Okay, we will submit with the bubble that these are the changes after the board discussion. So we'll put that into that.
Okay. All right.
With a cover letter, do we need another revised statement of facts, Shempa? Madam Chair, ooh, sorry. Need a cover letter at least.
Do we need a revised statement of facts? The trash, yes. Yeah. So the statement of fact needs to be revised to identify how the operational plan for bringing out the trash enclosure, how often do the trash pickups happen, when, and how will it be managed so that the only during pickup period, the trash bin is brought outside and then it is put back in. So you do need to revise the statement of fact for that.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Agree, no problem. We'll do that. And like the commissioner mentioned, do we need a cover letter? I can put cover letter together with my letterhead that we're doing as per the board recommendation. Is that okay, or you want it or no?
Why is there an issue with having to provide it?
Usually the cover letter, Mr. Gonzada, states what the changes are. from the
Mr.
last
Kanzada is
submission.
frozen, so I'm not sure if
Oh.
he's be able to hear us.
Should we have him call in?
Mr. Kanzada, can you call? Okay,
There he is.
you were frozen, so I'm not sure if you heard us or if you stated anything.
I didn't hear it.
Okay,
So
so please provide all the necessary information as per board's direction. Provide the revised site plan, revise and a revised site plan clouded and a clean plan, revised statement of fact and a cover letter stating the corrections that's been made. Okay,
correct. Yes, I heard everything. No problem. Agree.
okay,
Okay.
thank you. I just want to make sure if there's anything else that was left out.
You said notes about the BPP, but I think that's already on the phone though, isn't it?
Yeah, is there a note on the, in the plan that the sidewalks will be restored and maintained per, DOT approved builder's pavement plan? Mr. Kanzada, can you hear us? You're frozen again. Can somebody call Mr. Kanzada?
Oh, I don't have a.
Sorry.
Okay, Ms. Kanzada, I think there's a network problem happening. Do you have a note on the plan which states that the restoration of the curb cuts and the sidewalks shall be done pursuant to a DOT-approved builder's pavement plan and standard?
I think we have the plan. Yeah, we have the notes on the plan. Again, we will take it. Yeah, make sure the notes will be in the plan.
Okay, please make sure that it is.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sheet number 4, bottom left corner, we have the note and we will put it in on other sheets also.
Sheet number 4, okay.
Yeah,
Bottom left corner has.
Yeah, it's not, that's not what I want. I wanted to say that all curb cuts and shall be constructed in accordance to DOT approved builder's pavement plan and DOT standards.
Okay. We will revise the notes.
DOT has to approve the builder's pavement plan for you to build it according to DOT approved plans.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? You know, the public?
Anything else? If not, we can go to the public.
The case that we're currently discussing is 53232BZ, 3102 Astoria Boulevard, Queens. Should you wish to comment on this application, dial 669-254-5252. At the prompt, you'll enter the webinar ID number 161-001-4700 and press the pound sign. At the next prompt, you will press the pound sign only. Once you're permitted in, you'll press *9 to raise your hand, *6 to unmute as you're calling in on the phone in order to be heard. And if in the Zoom room already, please raise your Zoom hand, which is the little hand at the bottom of your computer screen. Once you're recognized in any format, you will have 3 minutes in which to comment on this application. We were okay with them not having the bollards, right, Shanta?
Yeah, we were okay with not having the bollard. I actually am looking at the plan sheet 4 and okay, no, that's fine. Because I think it's just the way it's drawn. It's showing the existing and the
There's so
proposed.
much on the site plan, it's hard to say.
Okay, all right. No, got it. That's fine. Okay. Yep, that's fine.
How much time you need, Mr. Kanzada?
So the 2-3 weeks, it's very simple. We can do it. We just have to, find a place for the owner, for the container to be inside which location and put on the drawing.
I think we can get this by 2 weeks so that we can focus on the other application because the other application has a lot of time to fix it.
I'll take 2-3 weeks. Next hearing we can
So,
attend.
Mr. Kazada, this is how we are proceeding now, is that we want to have revised documents, all these documents that we asked for revision 2 weeks prior to, I'm going to recommend we close it. So in order for us to set the decision date, we want to make sure that all the documents are submitted 2 weeks prior to the decision date so that we can issue a resolution quickly. But the submission date for December 8th is when?
December 8th submission is November 20th, so he's not gonna have enough time.
November 20th.
So
is
for
the-
January 12th, put that to Shanta.
So I'm going to suggest that instead of rushing it and again, us picking up on mistakes, I would suggest that we schedule this for decision for January 12th. And the submission date for that is 12/29.
12/29. Yeah, actually, yeah, that will be perfect for us, cause yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
No problem.
we'll have time to.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, just stay on for the item number 5, 43764 BZ, 13702 Farmers Boulevard,
Oh,
Queens.
hold on,
And I
We
just-
we have to close.
Oh, I'm
Not
sorry.
take a
Oh,
motion to
I'm
close.
sorry. Oh, God. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Once again, we're only talking about 53232 BZ, 3102 Astoria Boulevard, Queens.
Yes,
Motion to close,
aye.
Chair Chanda. Vice Chair Shabeta,
Aye.
Commissioner Otley Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Sheta.
Aye.
Please note for the record that Commissioner Yoon is absent from today's hearing.
All right, let's go to the next case.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Item number 5, 43764 BZ, 13702 Farmers Boulevard, Queens. Raise your right hands again. Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in your testimony before this board and to respond honestly to board member questions?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, please state your name for the record and proceed to respond to the board's comments at review session.
Nasir Khanzada, I'm the applicant.
Zaman Shanto, I'm the associate.
Okay, proceed.
Thank you, board. So as for the community, we send them multiples of email, and we went there physically, but there is no response from the community board, and we didn't hear back anything. And our examiner also reached to them, but they didn't respond anything at the community board. So
Okay.
we are proceeding without the community board recommendation.
Okay, thank you.
And as per the landscaping plan, so I think it's kind of, we are having problem with the landscaping plan, and because when we submitted the landscaping plan, I think it's not pretty much clear, because sometimes we mention in above ground, and sometimes we mention in ground. I think it's from our part of the things that we are keep missing out, and we keep making mistakes. So we will take a closer look at this, and in future we'll make sure that we would not gonna do this thing ever again, because it's probably it's our mistake, because we keep facing difficulties, because we are talking with the owner back and forth. Sometimes the owner decide to do in ground, sometimes the owner decided to above ground, so it's kind of like a mixing. So we will make sure in the future that the whatever we want to do, we will stick to the plan.
Yes, I do understand that, but it has also happened with a few cases that Mr. Khanzada had led, I would say a few years back, when the board had asked for in-ground planting, but the property owner, your client, basically didn't want to do that because it would have required more amount of digging, which the property owner did not want to, and then proceeded to do an above ground, and then the plan had to be modified. So I would suggest that you do talk to your client and explain exactly what the requirement of the board is. And where possible, do provide in-ground, because I do think you have soil in the rear yard. And when you do, that's where you should be doing in-ground planting. And where you have the above ground planting, that is along the lot line where the church is. So you can continue to maintain that if that's where you're going to do. But you need to provide clarity in the plan as to what kind of planting bed is going to be proposed, and provide those details accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. So actually, so we try to, talk to the client, and first when we try to explain him, he listened it, and then sometimes, he again call back us, and actually it's our mistake. We will fix from the next time, so that there will be no problem for the, for the board to review the plan, and we will fix on the statement facts and finding also.
Before we will do, this client was the one who was really promising and then keep changing. So we will make sure we will convince the client firsthand, and then fix everything, and then put in this statement, facts and findings, so it's all communicated. Otherwise,
Yeah. And as Commissioner Otley Brown pointed out, this application has been here since the beginning of this year, and we really have not seen much movement on this. And this site, I think I've seen this now.
Not this one.
Oh, not this one?
No, this one had a first hearing on September
Oh,
29th.
no, September, the Union Turnpike is
Yeah.
the, one. Sorry, I have it incorrectly. But I think what I would say is that this particular site, I think since I've been on this board, I've already reviewed it 4 times. And the problem with this site is that extremely unkept and it's very poorly maintained. So the photographs that were provided really did not help your argument. And the site needs to be cleaned up, spruced up thoroughly. The fence is not acceptable. It needs to be improved. You need to find a better quality fence and provide, and they need to be opaque and fix that. So I would say at a minimum, at least even if, I know the Commissioner Otley Brown suggested landscaping. I understand landscaping for this season may not work, but at least improve the other site conditions like bollards, the trash enclosure, the sidewalk, again, the walkway location, that is not acceptable. That is not at all a safe walkway. So typically we see a walkway that goes furthest away from the vehicular way and then wraps around the building frontage. So please look into that. And I made the suggestion that typically we see areas in the front of the building used for display. If you're proposing that, then factor in the display area plus a minimum 4-foot wide walkway for AD accessibility. So I'm giving you these options so that you can correct them and make sure that the building is operating in the manner that it should. Yes, Ms. Morris, you have your hand up?
I do. Just a point of clarification that I'm not clear on with regard to what the board is asking of the applicant. As the project manager for this particular application, can you clarify, Chair Chanda, what you're asking for to be completed before a submission and a decision is made, and what you're asking for to be indicated on plan to be carried out in accordance with the plans?
Sure.
In terms of your approval? Thank you.
Sure. So what needs to happen, the walkway design has to change completely because the way it's located, it's not safe. And the walkway design has to incorporate what I suggested. It needs to be minimum 4 feet clear of all obstructions. So that's how the walkway has to be designed, and the bollards that has to be placed has to protect the walkway. So that's one part. Second is a landscaping. It's not clear from the plan which part of the landscaping is going to be above ground planting, which is going to be below grade, at grade planting. So those drawings, as Zaman Shanta mentioned, will be clarified by the applicant in consultation with their client as to which section will get what kind of planting, and will provide the details on the plan accordingly. With regards to the bollards that's along Farmers Boulevard, on the plan, they're located outside the lot line. They need to be inside the lot line or at the lot line. The statement of facts is incorrect with regards to the airvac. The airvac, as per the proposed plan, is located now along Farmers Boulevard. However, the statement of fact states it's still on 137. The fence needs to be completely rehauled. I don't think the existing fence has much life left. You need to replace it with a better quality fence that is more compatible and respectful of the residential context. And the fence height, at least the existing fence height, seems to be about 5 feet. Typically, we look for 6 foot minimum fence height. So the fence height needs to be raised also. The trash enclosure, that is, so that's the revisions that needs to happen on the plan and the statement of facts. In terms of what can be delivered now, go ahead, Commissioner.
Reconciling the convenience store selling area between the plans and the statement of facts also has to be done.
Right. So those are the things that need to be revised in the statement of facts and in the plans. What the applicant can do to ensure that it is going to proceed with that is can build some of the things that can be built now. It's not based on season. Like I understand the landscaping may not be possible given that we are into the winter months now. But you can do the bollards, you can restripe the parking area, you can change the walkway area, you can build the trash enclosure. So those are my recommendations for you to do the improvements and start with that right away. Fixing the fence, getting a new fence, all of those can happen now. Those are not seasonal dependent. So that's my recommendation. Is that clear, Ms. Morris?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So we agree to the board recommendations and whatever just Commissioner mentioned, we will make sure everything is resolved. And whatever things possible, we will do it except plantation. We make the ground ready for the plantation will come in April or March, whatever the season allows us. And we take it from there. But bollard and all the small things will be taken care of before the next submission.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Any questions or comments?
The only comment I would have is that for the next time we appear at hearing, I know we have a case coming up with you on it, but for the next date that you appear on hearing, please have your network settings issue resolved so that we can move more expeditiously through the hearing.
Actually, we find out on Friday this issue and we requested Verizon to fix it. So they said they will send somebody today or
Awesome.
tomorrow to fix it. So it's already, I'll have the number for them. So hopefully they come today, if not tomorrow.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. Thank you. Let's go to the public then.
Okay, the case that we're currently discussing is 437-64BZ, 13702 Farmers Boulevard, Queens. Should you wish to comment on this application, dial 669-254-5252. At the prompt, you'll enter the webinar ID number 161-001-4700 and press the pound sign. At the next prompt, you'll press the pound sign only. Once you're permitted in, you'll press the *9 to raise your hand, *6 to unmute as you're calling in on the phone. And if you're in the Zoom room already, please raise your Zoom hand, which is the little hand at the bottom of your computer screen. Once you are recognized, you will have 3 minutes in which to comment.
There's quite a bit of work that needs to be done on this. I would suggest that the next submission be made for January 12th, 13th hearing. Does that work?
Yes.
Okay.
That will work. Yeah, January will work.
Submission date is?
That is, submission date is 12/29.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
We
Yes, just
talked for now.
putting the fence and the planting ready.
Yeah, in this time period, whatever you can do site improvements, please proceed with those.
No problem. It can be done because we have to make the soil ground ready and the fence installation. And rest of the thing is just the drawing. I can change it, no problem.
All right.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Next case.
6891BZ, Volume 4, 22315 Union Turnpike, Queens. Raise your right hand. Keep going. Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in your testimony before this board and to respond as to the board member question?
Yes.
Yes,
Your name for the record and proceed to respond to the board's comments at review session.
yes. Nasir Khanzada, I'm the applicant.
Zaman Shant, I'm the associate. Again, on this one, we get also same thing with the landscaping.
All right, Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay, so we had this issue with the landscaping. So we have a nice landscaping at the exterior right now. I'm sure somebody from the board looked at it. We are
Yes,
maintaining
you
it.
do have a very nice landscaping along lot 16.
Right. Yeah. And at the front also, even the corner and the other corner and the facing on the Union Turnpike, they are maintaining very good. But on the other side, on the lot 6, we were want to plant and it's not done. And we will do it before the next hearing.
Right.
Which one?
Yeah, we will extend it.
Yeah, it will be done. He said yes. So we will be having it done before the next hearing.
Yeah, I think especially you do have a lot of earth along lot 13, the rear of lot 6, and along lot 61. And that's where I would expect you to have in-ground planting, and then the distance between the plants, proposed plants that you have shown is can be made more. Right now there's like gaps of over 6 feet in between each one of these plants that's been proposed, that is proposed along the lot line of 61 and 15. And I think you can make it much more dense. So
Okay, we can put one more in between. So we'll do that. No,
Yeah.
no, it's $100 plant, no big deal. The owner is willing to cooperate. So this owner is very cooperative, so he will be. I don't see problem with that.
yeah. The other one is the detail
right.
of the masonry, the detail of the material for the trash enclosure. On the plans at BSA 04, it says 6-foot high masonry fence. The fence, you know, I think it's masonry wall with a steel door. So, and then when I go to the detail sheet, there is nothing. So I'm
So
going
just to clarify, it was built before and it was approved last 2-3 years ago. It was a metal fence, and we asked the owner. He said it was approved like this, so I like to keep it as it is. And then we convinced him that it should be masonry, otherwise board has a problem. So then he said, okay, if board asks, we will do it. But it was approved 2-3 years ago.
I understand that, but you're asking for an existing, you're asking for an enlargement. You're here for an enlargement of an office building. So, you know, in return for that, you have to improve. A lot of these things were approved by the prior board. Doesn't mean therefore we keep them. You are getting a huge amenity here. You're getting an office space on top of an existing commercial operation. That's what this application is here for. So in return, we're asking you to improve the site condition even more.
Understand.
It has
So
nothing to do with what the prior board asked for at that time.
yes. So owner does agree with the masonry. So we will put masonry, and I'll clarify my drawing 100% masonry.
Right.
There's going to be 4 containers inside like we have.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we will correct it.
Yeah. Please make it very clear. This is an application for an amendment of a use, and
Understood.
asking for enlargement. So,
Yeah, it will be 6 feet high, not the 8 feet high.
okay.
Yeah.
So it would be 6-foot high enclosure.
Included, right? Not we have the drawing by mistake 8 feet high, is not 6 feet high.
Okay.
And we will change the facts, amend the facts and finding accordingly with that.
Okay.
I think
Don't forget the 2 sets of plans, clouded and.
Yeah.
plain.
Also, please make sure you provide a clouded and a clean set of plans. And if there is any oversight, any, and I did in my statement, please go through it. There are inconsistencies in the documents that's been submitted. So the statement of fact, the plans in places are not matching. So please go through those and correct those. So you would need to revise statement of facts and the plans.
Okay, and again, cover letter.
Yeah. Yes, please,
Yeah.
Mr. Kansada. Also, you wanted the directional.
Yeah, and I think the landscaping directional statement on page 7, para 5, it is northwest, not northeast. So please look into that and correct it.
And then-
Sheet 7.
Yeah, page 7, statement of fact, page 7, paragraph 5.
Okay, look, I'll change the okay. That one facts, statement of facts and findings.
Okay.
Madam Chair, the access door? Said about the access door not facing,
Yeah, so the access door, again, the access door in the statement of fact says it's facing Union Turnpike, but it cannot. It has, and right now the access door is facing the interior. It's not facing Union Turnpike. So please correct the statement of facts and also whatever else as part of your further discussion with your client. The material, height, all of those also need to be reflected in the statement of facts.
We'll do that.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. And the last thing was the lighting note on the drawing for the canopy. We'll put that in also.
Okay, great. So how long will it take? I think I will suggest the same time period.
Yes,
This way,
we'll do all together.
all of them together. This gives you plenty of time to put all of them properly and revise them accordingly.
January 12th,
Yeah.
Could we go to public?
Let's go to the public first.
December 29th.
the case that we're currently discussing is 6891 BZ Volume 4, 223 15 Union Turnpike, Queens. Should you wish to comment on this application, dial 669-254-5252. At the prompt, you'll enter the webinar ID number 161-001-4700 and press the pound sign. At the next prompt, you will press the pound sign only. Once you're permitted in, press star 9 to raise your hand, star 6 to unmute if you're calling in on the phone. And if you're in the Zoom room already, please raise your Zoom hand, which is the little hand at the bottom of your computer screen. Once you are recognized, you will have 3 minutes in which to comment on this application.
All right. We're waiting for anybody to call in. I'm going to recommend that we close and we schedule it for decision on January 12th. This is turning out to be a Nasir Khanzada hearing week.
I never did 3 in one day. This is my first time. Thank you. I appreciate board help.
All right. Motion to close?
Motion to close, Chair Shampa?
Chanda.
Chair Shanda. Oh my God, today. Sorry.
Still-
Vice Chair Sabetta.
Aye.
Sabetta.
I didn't say yes. Yes.
Sorry.
Let's try it again.
Okay. Chair Shanda.
Yes.
Okay. Vice Chair Shabeta.
Aye.
Commissioner Otley Brown.
Aye.
Commissioner Sheta.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Ooh,
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Khanzada. We'll
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you. We'll see you.
we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
No,
See you tomorrow.
see you tomorrow. That's all, yeah. Thank you.
Item number 7, 8599 BZ Volume 4, 1106 Metcalf Avenue, the Bronx.
Okay, I'm adding
Excuse
Daniel
me.
Ash to join as a panelist. Anyone else from who?
Dana Wasco.
Dana was, so, okay. Okay, I've led both of them.
Anyone else?
Good afternoon. You should have Deanna Wasco.
Yes,
That I
I've
read.
let this person in to join as a panelist.
Okay, raise your right hands. Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before this board, nothing but the truth in your testimony before this board, and to respond honestly to board member questions?
I do.
Okay, please state your name for the record, whoever is the lead, and respond to the board's comments at review session.
I am Daniel Ash from Walter Gorman's office with the applicants on this project. And we did get to hear, and I'm joined, sorry, by Deanna Wasco, who's the Associate General Counsel for Global Partners. We did get to listen to the board's hearing before, and we're pleased that you're pleased with the status of the work that's been done since our last hearing to comply with all the items, the operational plan, the plantings, and keeping the proper businesses from operating anywhere near our site.
Yes, and be very vigilant, it doesn't help you. So, and do take the necessary action as and when you see such improper use of your site.
Yes, we have monitoring going on to make sure that they stay vigilant.
Yeah. Okay.
I could also respond that you had mentioned a question about the certificate of occupancy that was previously approved in the extension of time. Since that point, we got the approval from the building department and we submitted the application for the final C of O on November 3rd. So it's in their hands now. They seem to be taking 6 to 8 weeks with everything now.
Okay, great. Thank you for that update. Any other questions or comments? Let's go to the public. Do we need to go? There's a compliance.
It's a compliance case.
Okay,
It's a public hearing, still gotta go.
okay.
I just did. 8599 BZ 11106 Metcalf Avenue, the Bronx. Should you wish to comment on this application, dial 669-254-5252. At the prompt, you'll enter the Weber ID number 161-001-4700 and press the pound sign. At the next prompt, you will press the pound sign only. Once you're permitted in, press *9 to raise your hand, *6 to unmute as you're calling in on the phone. And if the Zoom room are ready, please raise your Zoom hand, which is the little hand at the bottom of your computer screen. Once you're recognized, you'll have 3 minutes in which to comment.
Okay, so you said it will take 6 to 8, typically it takes 6 to 8 weeks for CO?
After you submit to the building department, they go through their own internal review process, which takes about 2 months.
2 months. Okay, so we're looking at more like end of January.
I hope end of December, but with holidays,
Hmm? That's going to be a city thing, right? We can drop everything. Wait for this, yeah. Okay, because we need the CO for us to, I'm going to recommend that we close it. They've already submitted it. Yeah, the application has been submitted for CO, right? You have submitted it? The
yes.
application for CO, right?
Carlo has something to say. Carlo has something to say.
Yes, Mr. Costanza?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Madam Chair. Yeah, that's correct. There was the other application for the extension of time to obtain the C of O that was approved. This is just a compliance matter, so it's the board's application. So I just want to clarify that.
Right, no, but we do need the CO in order for us to close on the, approve the compliance. So this is the part of it. So that's why I want to know when the CO was submitted and based on that, I want to schedule the decision date.
So, Mr. Ash, the application at the Department of Building was already submitted for the certificate of occupancy?
That is correct, yes.
And you said it takes about 3 months-ish?
2 months.
8 weeks, 2 months.
Okay.
So we are looking at all of January, part of, no, all of December, part of January, but given all the holidays, I would assume better to assume it will take till end of January. So my recommendation will be that we close it now and we schedule it for decision for February 9th. That will give you plenty of time to get all the necessary approvals from DOB. And should you get the report earlier, let us know.
Yes.
Okay. No one has called in or waved their hands,
Okay,
raised their hands. So you want to do a motion to close?
yeah,
Motion to close, Chair Shanda,
aye.
Vice Chair Shabeta,
Aye.
Commissioner Otley Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Sheta.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ashen. Ms.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
And again, I do appreciate your team working diligently in addressing board's concerns.
Thank you. We'll continue to do so.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Special order calendar, new cases. Item number 80361BZ, Volume 5, 1416 Highland Boulevard, Staten Island. This is Mr. Rothkrug.
Oops, what happened? Oh. You've let Mr. Rothkrug.
Hi. Anyone else, Mr. Rothkrug?
No, only me today. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Always nice to put them in. Okay, raise your right hand. Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in your testimony before this board and to respond obviously to board member questions?
I do.
Please state your name for the record and proceed to respond to the board's comments at review session.
Hiram Rothkrug, Vassalotti Associates. We attended executive session this morning in response to the chair's question about getting a C of O. It doesn't matter that it's an existing building. Getting a C of O from the building department, it starts over for extension of time as if it's a brand new building. So we have to get plumbing, electrical, all of those items all have to be taken care of. And no work could start now until we get the approval from the board to get an extension of time to get the C of O. The second thing is the ADA, the ramp and the walkway were just redone recently at the building, and it's in accordance with the ADA requirements.
So the question is, yes, it is, the ramp is the width of the clearance is why my question. So when I looked at the photo that's been submitted, there are items on display in that walkway area. What I want to ensure is that the area that after the display items, beyond the display item, that there is still adequate 4-foot clearance.
Or if you're correct.
Right. So you need to confirm that.
I'll confirm that in writing to the board.
Yeah.
The last item discussed was Commissioner Sheta wanted to know about a lighting plan. I see that the last approved plans included a lighting fixture plan with all the notes of having shielding, lights pointed down and away from any adjacent residences, and that all lighting should be shielded as well. And looking at the photos, it doesn't look like there would be any that there's any lighting impact on adjacent homes or properties. In fact, it looks like the landscaping is very substantial in the rear yard and side yard.
Okay.
That's okay. I just wanted to know if there is a plan previously submitted or not. Sounds like, according to what you said, is the answer is no.
Correct.
Thank you.
The last item, I mean, you know, we're conservatively requesting 24 months. Vice Chair Shibata wanted an updated schedule. If please tell me what you're looking for in an updated schedule, and I'll be happy to accommodate you.
Well, we were more concerned about what steps you're going to be taking and what time, so that we could get an idea of how to track your progress as this moves forward.
Commissioner Sheta, your camera's off.
If you could estimate the allocation of time for the work that's
So in all
required.
fairness, Mr. Rothkrug did provide a spreadsheet which lists at month 1, month 2, the various submissions that would be required, that would need to be submitted. My question was, are all those steps required for a continuing operation? And Mr. Rothkrug clarified that DOB treats every CO as if it's a new building, even though it's an existing building. And so the timeline that was submitted, a spreadsheet, does list all the tasks that would have to be provided, spread throughout from starting from the point of a time of approval till the end of 24 months. So I think the information.
You're satisfied, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. I just was questioning all the steps that's been outlined.
That's good. Thank you. And I'm happy to submit a letter confirming the ADA compliance for the ramp and the walkway and the sales area.
Mm-hmm. So the ADA clearance,
Correct.
4 feet. Minimum 4 feet.
You want a revision to plan, statement of facts?
I think it can be in the statement of facts.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll revise that.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask about the violations. Are there any outstanding violations for the subject property?
The submission that was provided by Mr. Rothberg, it seemed there isn't any. All right. Public, let's go to the public.
The case that we're currently discussing is 80361BZ, Volume 5, 1416 Howland Boulevard, Staten Island. Should you wish to comment on this application, dial 669-254-5252. At the prompt, you'll enter the webinar ID number 161-001-4700. Press the pound sign. At the next prompt, press the pound sign only. Once you're permitted in, press *9 to raise your hand, *6 to unmute. Six, or to unmute as you're calling in on the phone. And if in the Zoom room already, please raise your Zoom hand, which is the little hand at the bottom of your computer screen. Once you are recognized, you will have 3 minutes in which to discuss.
How much time? I'm going to recommend that we close this today and we schedule it for December 8th decision. But I need you to confirm the accessibility clearance as soon as possible and revise the statement of fact as soon as possible.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
By this week, will you be able to do that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
All right.
We went to the public, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just waiting for the clock to run.
Yeah, I think we only have
Really?
Hillary on the in the panel, waiting area. Okay. All right.
Okay, 1 sec. Motion to close, Chair Shonda,
Aye.
Vice Chair Shabeta,
Aye.
Commissioner Otley Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Sheta.
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you, Ev.
Thank you.
thank you. Item number 9, 89785BZ, Volume 2, 1440 Madison Avenue, Manhattan. This is Hillary.
Yeah, I've let her join as a panelist.
Please raise your right hand. Do you affirm to tell the whole truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth in your testimony before this board and to respond honestly to board member questions?
I do.
Please state your name for the record and proceed to respond.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hillary Atstrat-Hamburg of Venable LLP for the applicant. We attended this morning's review session, and I believe there are 3 comments from the board that we would like to address and add clarifications to today. First, when it comes to the amount of time that we're requesting for the certificate of occupancy, we actually are requesting 4 years. We submitted a revised statement of facts last week that listed we anticipate that the final CO will be received in the 4th quarter of 2029. So we do believe that 4 years would be the appropriate amount of time, and we would appreciate if the board would be willing to grant the 4-year extension. Second, as to the schedule, the plan is to begin the actual construction work. As noted in the statement of facts, some of the moving of different floors already started to occur, but the actual construction would begin in Q1 of 2026. The TCO for construction that's occurring in the north side of the building is expected in Q4 of 2027. The TCO for construction in the south side of the building is expected in Q3 of 2029. And again, that leads us to a full final CO for the building in Q4 of 2029. And lastly, as to the existing violations, yes, many of the violations would be cleared up through the construction process. For those that would not be cleared up through construction, Mount Sinai has actually engaged 5 different companies already, elevator consultants, expediters, et cetera, who are addressing the other violations. So they would be complete before the final CO. And I believe that addresses all of the questions.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I did not see the latest submissions. So, yeah, and as you heard, the board is very amenable to a 4-year.
Yes, thank you.
Complexity of a project of this size, so definitely. So have you already revised the statement of facts with all the timelines that you'd mentioned here?
No, I can do that today, though.
Yes, please do. Yes. And any other questions or comments? Right. Good. Let's go to the public.
So the case that we're currently discussing is 897 85BZ Volume 2, 1440 Madison Avenue, Manhattan. Should you wish to comment on this application, dial 669-254-5252. At the prompt, you'll enter the Weber ID number 161-001-4700 and press the pound sign. At the next prompt, press the pound sign only. Once you're permitted in, you press *9 to raise your hand, *6 to unmute as you're calling in on the phone. And if in the Zoom room already, please raise your Zoom hand, which is the little hand at the bottom of your computer screen. In any format, you will be afforded 3 minutes to discuss. Sorry to comment.
Okay. I don't see anybody in our waiting area. I'm going to recommend that we close it and we schedule it for decision for December 8th. Please make the submission, the revised statement submission before the end of this week.
Absolutely. Will do. Thank you, everybody.
Well, not yet.
Hold on.
Oh,
No, it's not just-
Not yet. I got 22 seconds, yeah. Clock.
Yeah. Right. Fine. Okay.
2, 1. Bing. Okay.
Okay. Motion to close.
Motion to close. Chair Shonda,
Aye.
Vice Chair Shabeta,
Aye.
Commissioner Otley Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Sheta.
Aye.
Okay. Anything else? This
No.
concludes the public hearing. Thank you, Miss Hillary Hamburg. Good to see you. Happy holiday. This concludes the public hearing for November 17th, 2025. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, everybody.